Hey everybody, I'm Alex.
And I'm Chris.
And welcome to Our Life.
So for today's video, we thought it would be fun to do our very first movie review. And this movie we thought would be a great introductory movie to do because it is very relatable for us, I would say.
It absolutely is.
Love, Simon. It's a movie about this young high school student named Simon who is secretly gay, and he's not out of the closet, and he meets this other kid who's secretly gay from their school online, so they start talking and falling for each other, and it's him just kind of like, it tells a story about his coming out and all that fun stuff. So, what did you think of the movie?
I'm not going to lie, when I found out that it was a movie that was basically on a gay high schooler, I was like, oh, because this can go either way. Like, it could be like, oh my god, it's wonderful, or it could be like, oh my god, it's so sad. And I was like kind of afraid it was going to be on the sad side. However, I was happily proven wrong. It was actually a very sweet movie. I remember when you and I watched it, I was just like, wow, I kind of didn't want it to end. I was actually, it was one of those movies where I didn't want it to end. And I kind of know something about movies. But, so, it was a really great movie. I personally loved it. What about you? What are some of your
thoughts? I definitely have to...
Sorry. The ending was really shocking. Sorry, go ahead.
So, I definitely loved it, just like you did. And I also felt the same way where I didn't want it to end. Mm-hmm. I could definitely see this, if they made, a sitcom on it, a TV show kind of thing. I would love something like that. Just the ongoing adventures of Simon. I think that would be really cool.
That would be a good idea, actually.
But it was definitely very relatable. A lot of the things that happened in the movie, and being secretly gay. It's those awkward times where when he's talking about the friend and he's like, oh yeah, she's not really my type, and he's like, oh, it's not because she's black. I love all black women. And he's like, I just love women. Right. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so relatable. Yeah. And I remember being like that, yeah, I'm a ladies' man. Oh god, I used to be like, oh yeah, I have such a crush on this actress, and cringing at the thought of trying to hide. But it was a very, like you said, I feel like this is the first mainstream gay movie where it's not tragic,
right? It kind of starts and
usually they have to deal with the turmoil of being gay and struggling, and it's such a hard life, and dealing with the scrutiny and all. I mean, there's a little bit of that sprinkled in, but it's not a sad movie,
right?
It's just a happy teen film. It definitely reminds me of those 80s John Hughes films, that kind of feel. Love
John
those.
Hughes, man.
16 Candles,
yes.
Breakfast Club,
Uncle
all
Buck.
That. Yes.
Uncle Buck.
That's another one of his favorite movies that we will do another review on.
Yes.
But yeah, it was very well done. I thought that the kids they chose for the group of friends and Simon, they were all really good. The parents, Jennifer Garner, and who plays the dad? What's his name?
Josh Duhamel.
Josh Duhamel. Yeah, they were both great as the parents. I mean, all the actors and actresses were great. I loved the story. It was really fun watching it, trying to figure out who Blue was. Mm-hmm. Were you surprised who Blue was at the end?
I was, just because the way they set it all up in the story. I know. Wait. What?
Yeah, because you're oh, it's definitely him, and then
something happens
comes
where you're
up,
just oh wait,
and it's oh, he's not, and I thought there are gonna be. Should we put spoilers in here? Should we put spoilers?
No.
No spoilers. Okay, but yeah, there was there were a lot of different characters that you think are Blue, and you're is it him? Is it him? And then you find out it's not, and I'm oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
And it kind of sets you up because towards the end of the movie, there's that one moment where the person you eventually will end up hating comes up, and you're no, it wasn't him, it couldn't have been him. I literally looked at you, I was no, but you find out that it wasn't, and you're oh
yeah, thank God,
God,
that one character was so annoying.
Yeah, I was just no. Yeah. And you guys all say what we're talking about. when
Yeah.
you see the movie.
Yeah, you'll definitely know. Like, as soon as you watch the movie, like, that's the annoying character. Oh my gosh, that character was so annoying. Like, I wanted to punch him in the face. So, what were some of your favorite scenes, like, from the movie?
I think there is this scene. It's so hard to pick just one because like I loved everything throughout.
Well, what, like, stood out to you? Like, what were some parts that really stood out?
Two scenes, actually no, three scenes.
Mhm.
The scene where he comes out to his mother, or well, he comes out and his mom
At
is having
Christmas
like
time.
this. Yeah, and
Yeah.
his mom is like having this talk with him, and she's
my
like,
gosh.
you know, I still love you, and I was just like, oh my god, like because like it brought me back. Like I was like, that's kind of how my family was, and they were just like, you know, we still love you, and I know
Yeah.
that's how you told me that's how your family was. So like
Mhm.
that was a really big thing for me. And also when we meet Blue and we find out who Blue is, and we're just like.
Yeah, you're like,
I was so excited. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was hoping. I was hoping in a way it would be that person.
Mhm.
And when I
Me
found
too.
out that it was, I was like, "Yes!" And then like towards the end, where you see like Blue incorporated into their routine now,
I know.
I was like, oh, I love it.
I
It
love
was so
that.
cute.
I
So,
know.
I thought that was neat. I
Yeah.
thought that was really great. Those are my three favorite scenes.
Well, you
How
definitely
about-
picked.
Oh, sorry. Go.
You definitely picked some good ones. I definitely
about
have
you?
to say, yeah, the scene with the mom,
Mhm.
that was really like where she talked about where she's like, you can finally exhale.
Mhm.
Like that's so relatable,
Mhm.
because you feel like when you're hiding this secret in you, it's like you got it all just like. You're just
It
like holding
hurts.
your breath
It's
all
like
the
it
time
hurts.
and like living a lie and everything. Like it's so stressful and exhausting. So like to finally just be yourself, like it's so like relieving.
Mhm.
Now I can be with this guy. But yeah, huh?
Just felt my back crack.
Your back cracked.
Was that-
Yeah, that scene definitely with the mom. I mean, I liked all the little jokes, like the part where he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, when I go to college, I'll live a fully gay life," and he's like,
And he's got, like, that
dancing
whole, like-
to Whitney Houston
Oh my
and
God,
like
it
all
was
the
so
colors
cute.
and everything, and he's like, "No, not that gay."
Not that gay. I was like, wow.
And definitely like the whole ending with just seeing like the whole group together and like they're oh, it was so sweet when they go to the coffee shop and they get the 5 iced coffees. And I'm like, yeah, instead of like the 4 that they got at the beginning. Yeah, I like the soundtrack in it too.
The soundtrack.
The soundtrack was good.
I like the soundtrack a lot. Real quick before we go on to the next topic, there was another scene that I absolutely loved. Is when he comes out to his dad, and his dad kind of like looks at him and says, you know, so you've been gay this whole time. Like, oh my God, how have I not seen this? And you know, how you must feel like so. Oh wow! And like the dad just like hugged him, and he was just like, I still love you. And I was like, oh my God! I was like, oh, it's cute.
Yeah, that was a good scene too.
So
He was funny as the dad, and then he's like, "Oh, I thought we could sign up for Grindr together."
he's like, Dad, he's like,
He's
oh yeah,
like-
it's a gay Facebook, right?
It's a Facebook
that's
for
not what
gay
that's
people,
for.
right? No.
But so like I did think that I think the characters, the actors who played the characters were absolutely phenomenal. I think it was just absolutely wonderful. Yes, I think that is definitely one of my favorites. That is definitely something that I'm happy to add to our collection. Because, you know, we're going to move in together one day, and we're going to have, like, this giant collection of movies, and...
It's great because like you have the same shelves as me, and you have probably more movies than me, but I have 2 of these shelves filled. So together we're gonna have an amazing movie collection, and Love, Simon is definitely one that we are happy to add to the collection. It's definitely rewatchable.
For
I really
sure.
enjoyed it. So how many thumbs do you give it? I give it 2 thumbs. 2 thumbs
2
up.
thumbs way up.
Way up there. Way up to the sky.
So, it was a great movie. I
It
loved
was. I definitely recommend it, especially if you're in this situation where you feel like, you know, you can't tell anybody, and like this is a very relatable movie. And just know that you're not alone. Like eventually you'll be at the point where you can exhale too, and it's a great feeling. So yeah. All right. So do you think that pretty much wraps it up?
It does. I have to say, absolutely.
Cool.
So, thank you guys. I just want to actually say a little message. Thank you so much for following along on this journey. There have been so many people who have liked our Instagram. There have been people who actually privately messaged us on our Instagram about how, you know, happy they are that we're making this, and it's just wow. It's just wonderful, and I'm so glad that we can actually share this part of our lives with you guys, because, you know, I love this guy so much. So very
And I love
much.
this one. Like, he is seriously, you're like the most important person in my life, and I'm so happy to like be able to do YouTube videos with somebody as incredible as him. So yeah, this is just the beginning. So we definitely do plan on doing more movie reviews and like plenty of other videos coming up. So please, if you haven't subscribed and you're watching this video, make sure you click that subscribe button. I think it's down there, or it's up there. Down there? Up there? I think it's down there now. It used to be up there.
Yes, now it's down. And then go over and click that bell so that you know every time we can make a video.
So you can be like, hey, we posted a video.
Oh my gosh.
And follow our Instagram too.
Yes, Life with Alex and Chris.
Yes.
And you'll see this beautiful face and this beautiful face.
And this one, both of them.
And you know, you can see our journeys. You can kind of get to know us a little bit better, and you know, hopefully we can make you guys smile.
Yes. So thank you again for watching.
Once again, I'm Alex.
And I'm Chris, and we are signing off.